let's see what today's surprise tea will be. Let's see, number 3 right here. Okay, here's what it's gonna look like. It's Simply Hibiscus. Herbal infusion, bright tartness of small batch hibiscus grown in the farming communities of Burkina Faso. I don't know where that is. I'll have to look it up. Because I'm going to find out this advent calendar, I thought was the holiday one, because it's my first time ever ordering an advent calendar or anything from David's, isn't the Christmas holiday. It's Voyage Around the World advent calendar. So I'm getting teas from all over the place. I'll have to see where Burkina is. And hibiscus, it always reminds me of like the Starbucks pink hibiscus, the passion fruit tea, I think is what it's called. But yeah, I've had that one, but I don't think I've had one, a hot tea like this from a tea bag, but we'll have to give it a go. I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up, but the clouds are moving so fast. It's one of those gloomy, blustery days. Let's see if the rain comes. I booked 2. It's now Monday afternoon, and I've had a bit of a day, so I'm quite grumpy, but I'm not gonna let that bother me. Hopefully filming a video and now shifting from work to reading will perk me up. Today wasn't the work that was bothering me. It was, I feel like, everything else. When I went on my walk with Fable this afternoon after work, we encountered not 1 but 2 off-leash dogs, and I wasn't at a dog park or anything like that. I was on a busy street, and one of the dogs was I was in between, like the owner was in between a whole other parking lot. So she was, I feel like, a good 40, 50 feet away from me. When I saw the dog come up, it didn't have a leash or a collar or a harness. I thought it was a stray. I didn't see anyone walking around at all, and immediately attacked my dog. And I didn't like get in the middle of it, but they like backed off after a couple seconds. But it was still scary. So it was a gigantic like German Shepherd mix. Then I'm looking around, I don't see anyone. I'm thinking, okay, how am I either going to keep this dog away from my dog, and 2, if it's a stray, how am I going to like get it to a shelter? Because I'm in like 3 o'clock, kids are getting off school and rush hour is just kind of starting. And again, busy road here. And then finally I see this woman, like literally a parking lot away from me, walking up, like she's like a little black speck. I saw how far away she is, and she's like whistling, and her dog comes. But I'm just like, why? Why? And then there's another dog too off leash. That one wasn't as traumatic, but I don't understand. There's quite a few off leash dogs I see here in Portland. It's like a thing. I don't know. It's even if there's signs at places like at different parks and whatnot saying, please keep your dog on leash, like on trails and whatnot. You encounter them all the time, and it's not always a pleasant experience. I was thinking to myself, like, if Fable actually got hurt or the dog got hurt, because I did have an encounter. Or just think, if I was walking by myself, or if I had a kid, if I'm, it was like a 5-year-old kid, like, you just never know. This dog was running around, or if the dog gets hit by a car. I mean, anyway, it just set me on this whole like bad mindset, and I was just very grumpy. And a couple of things happened. I won't get into all of that, but yeah, that was the main one that just ticked me off to no end. But, like, I'm over, if you have a big, acreage or whatever, and it's fenced, then that's all good and well. But if you're in the middle of the city or suburb, and why is your dog off leash? And then not even nowhere near in sight. Okay, done with the rant. Sorry. Just wanted to get that off my chest because it was bothering the heck out of me. But, okay. As far as what I'm going to be reading tonight, I am switching gears completely. I know I mentioned a TBR, and I do have another TBR I'm like contemplating that I'll probably post tomorrow in addition to the next vlog. But I'm going to be reading, like, off my TBR, CJ Box's Shots Fired. And this is part of the Joe Pickett series. This is like I think it's like 14.5 because typically I've been reading his like mystery thriller novels, but this one is not just that it's like a novella, like a 0.5, but it's a collection of short stories that he's written however long, because this was published in 2014, so like I don't think it's like just what's in between books 14 and 15, but just a collection of like what's been going on throughout. And so yeah, I just want something like not mindless, but something I can just like sink into easily and just like breeze right through. And, you know, it will hold my attention. I love, like, thrillers and mysteries. So, this is following a Wyoming game warden, and he's often, like, right now I just read one of the short stories, and, you know, he's with his dog, who's a Labrador, and they're going to, you know, see what's going on in the town, and, you know, because with a small town, he knows almost everyone there. And so if anyone new pops up, then, you know, automatically kind of gets put on his radar in a way. But, you know, everyone's, like, friends with him and his dog. Not everyone's friends with him, but everyone knows of him and knows his dog and that kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm going to read this now, and I will check back in a little bit. For dinner, I'm going to be making, like, I'm just randomly rambling on now. I'm going to be making baked potatoes with some sauteed mushrooms with, like, sour cream and some, like, crumbly cheese, and that just sounds really good. And then I'm going to have a pastry from Trader Joe's. It was like a Danish kringle, and I haven't opened it yet, but it's in this, like, it looks like a wreath, just from the shape of it, so I'm curious to see what that's going to be about. So hopefully that reading and then, like, cooking is going to cheer me right up, and the walk did as well, of course. I love walking with Fable and, you know, seeing the outdoors and all of that, and I managed to get in before the rain came, because it actually did start raining. So yeah, trying to look on the bright side of things. But anyway, I'll talk to you in a little bit. So this is going to be my dessert for tonight. I got this at Trader Joe's, and it's a Danish kringle from Racine, Wisconsin. And it comes in this, like, circle shape. I'm going to slice it up and then freeze it, because there's no way I'm going to be able to finish this before it goes bad. So I think it'll keep well in the freezer. But it seems to be like a Danish with almond paste, I believe. I saw that somewhere on here. Yeah, an almond kringle.